And hello everyone, we are back for another Tier 2 race here in Competitive Racing League. It's round 2 here in Imola. I am your host, REPathRock52. With me today is a special guest who might also be leaving here in a minute, depending on if he gets a seat or not. It is CSR Gasker.
Hello everyone, hopefully you have a good race today, nice and smooth, no rain, hopefully in the forecast.
Yeah, sadly enough, which I want to bring in a new game, if they could just give the spectators like a weather forecast.
That'd be much
rather than us
appreciated.
being in the dark, but we'll take it as it is. But hopefully we get Gaskell in the booth tonight. Otherwise it'll be just me once again. Silky had a problem with work, so we are doing the best we can today.
So who's your top picks for this
Imola,
race?
yeah, it's Imola. It's a very tough track, even worse in the wet. So we'll have to see what we can do with all these drivers. It's a long track. Let's pull up the track while we're still in the lobby. Track select. I mean, it's Imola. It's 19 corners. There's the track layout for you. A lot. One thing I noticed about this track, there's a decent number of chicanes. So if you don't like chicanes, this is not the track for you, and neither is Canada. Canada is one of my personal favorites.
Canada, the wall
That's besides the
can't mess that up.
Canada's just flowy, man. That's all I gotta say about that. It just flows.
No, it's a good track to get a feel for your car and find the limits, you know?
Also a good one to crash out at.
Yeah, no, that wall here was catches everybody.
But we're gonna get going here in just a few moments' time. Someone else just joined. He's already been told twice not to join.
We still have Ocon open and Stroll. 2 seats.
So just a few moments here, folks. But still trying to figure out what's going on with everyone.
Looks like they're letting that Lewis Hadrian join again.
We're starting in 2 minutes. So I guess, Gaskell, you might be able to pick your seat.
Maybe. Hopefully. Love this track, especially in wet race. Hoping for a wet race.
Yeah. Right. Alright, I gotta try to do something here. 1 second, folks.
got Alpine.
There's my phone. Alright, Gas, you're in Alpine. Alright, Gas, I'll talk to you after. Enjoy the race.
Alright, Pat, I appreciate you. Thanks for everything, and Kevin, you too.
Yep. See you.
Alright.
And looks like a nice day here in Imola for qualifying. And 1 second, we'll get going here. And once we get going, we will see qualifying for a short qualifying session, and we are doing it now. 18 drivers on the grid today, a good field. There's what tires we have for the moment. Lots of chicanes here. I believe there are 3 in total. Yeah, 3 in total. We have also a hairpin, which is always nice. We have a Mercedes going on track. That is Alan. So we'll go on board with him down this long pit straight here in Imola. And Poppy looking to fit the mediums, as those drivers right now are looking to be on the soft compound tires. We'll put up our fastest laps now. As Luke Lyles looking to fit on the mediums for this session. We'll see if those drivers end up doing a soft compound tire run later on. Strategy for this race should be a soft medium in any order with no mistakes, and if it is, dry weather throughout. The hards are a tire you do not want to be on for this race, as they do not help at all. But on board with Alan, we'll take you through this lap. Through turn 1, the little kink in the road, does it well, as he has some traffic coming on, not really getting out of the way! And Yam will get a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Alan, not really paying attention to what was going around. I believe that's Alan's run over. We'll check on Yam real quick. Does he have damage on the car? Does not appear so. We'll stick on board with Alan still. Is he still pushing? He is still pushing. So we will stay on board now. And fastest sector 2, as expected. Since he is the first runner. 19 cars now, we're looking even better on the grid. Around the final corner. DRS to the line, And it's a 16.3. Not bad from him. We're looking at Coda now. Could Coda possibly top the time? Brosi tops it at 15.9. Could Coda do the same? He does not. 16.2. Only good enough for P2. Zavi retires. That's his quality band now served. Let's look at CSR Pappy. To the line. And he goes provisional pole. 15.8 on the mediums. And we had an Alpha Tauri go off. Not Quick Tongue. It was Yam Clan Leader. Going back on. Quick Tongue. 17.4. Caps 2018 champs. 17.6. And GDG. A 121.2. And Alpine go off. I believe that was not Alpine, Williams. Don't know who that was. But Ian goes a 15.6 on the softs for a new fastest lap. And Mad Max is out of the session. He has crashed out. See if we can catch it with, I believe, is that Gaskell? That's Gaskell. Let's see what happened. And he is dead on track. Looking at Hayes. He's coming around the penultimate and now final corner. That's Roasty slowing down, going to the pits. The line for Hayes, who won the first race. Only P9 at 31.5, definitely abandoned. Let's watch this lap. We'll go on board with him. See what he can do on this lap. Taking a lot of curb there. Here comes the second chicane. Good line there. And what is it? That's purple sector 1. New fast sector 1. Looks like we'll have our 20th driver now. Hayes coming through sector 2. Here's a tricky uphill part that got so many drivers in real life. Doesn't get Hayes. Through sector 2, it is not purple. Well, we need to pull up a lap. Goes runs wide, and he is invalid. Utmost just starts the lap. That guy is invalid about Gaskell. Gaskell purple in sector 1. Let's go on board Gaskell as he looks to set a lap. Goes a tiny bit wide on that left-hander. What does he do in the uphill right? It's slower than what Hayes was doing, and he's invalid. So there's his lap over. Utmost of 50.8 through sector 2. He's coming around the penultimate and final corner. What can the Mercedes reserve driver do in this race? Not race, qualifying. Across the line. Gonna look for P7, 16.6. Blonde not improving, but also not fully pushing yet. Here he goes. Goes a 22.0. Looks like he's going again though. Keep an eye on what he does. 2018 Caps 2018 champs. Not improving through sector 1 on 3 lap hold softs, so we got too much more out of those. On board with that guy. Trying to set a lap. What's he do through sector 1? 24.8. Meanwhile, we do have a Ferrari of Schnars with the purple sector 2 going through the last chicane on the track. On his way down to the final few corners. Yellow flags, Mercedes laying an Alfa Romeo by. Through the final corner for the Ferrari, that's turn 19. to the line. And it is provisional pole of 15.380. Not a bad lap from the Ferrari whatsoever. Here comes that guy we were looking at earlier. Runs wide and spins, and he is out. So that's another car gone. We lost 3 cars in this session. And Allen goes provisional pole 15.0. Brosty did just improve. Coda beginning a lap. Gas Girl's in P7. I missed that one. Lugano, meanwhile, not improving through Sector 1. What's he do through Sector 2? Has to pull out of the way. And it's not improving. Hayes, purple Sector 1 for the Williams driver, who is our championship leader after the first round. We'll stay on board with him for the rest of this race. Not race. Lap. Yellow flags, a Red Bull pulling to the side. That's Coda, letting Hayes go. Uphill right-hander, followed by the uphill left. Through Sector 2, it is purple. 7.5 seconds faster than what he did previously. Which came very well. Did not run wide that time. Here come the last few corners. What can he do? Right now, provisional pole's a 15 dead. Can he go to a 14? DRS wide open, coming to the line. It is a 14.9 provisional pole. Let's look at Yam, plainly to the line. What does he do? He goes P9 at 16.3. The Ferrari of GDG coming to the line. That's P8, a 15.9. Coda is starting a lap now. AlphaTauri, I believe, is pulling to the side. So is Quick Tongue. Sort of compromised Coda's entry there to the first chicane. But we'll see how much that affected him. Yellow flags, that's a Ferrari going slowly. Did not hurt Coda too much, but he's still down on his lap. Still up on his lap, sorry. Only by 100th though. See what we can do through the rest of this lap. Yes, dropped just about a full second to get provisional pole. Through Sector 2 to the end of it now. He is only up by 5 thousandths. Now is the Ferrari of GDG ahead of him. Yellow flags, Mercedes letting 2 cars go. Now around the final corner. Coda coming to the line. What will it be? It will be 15.6, good enough for P5. Believe that is Quick Tongue now on a lap. Yes. Look around the grid. Luke Blodden, I'll start a lap. Laren, I believe that's Lucas. No, it is not. It is Ian. Coming to the line. Good enough for provisional pole, 14.8. Wow. So Ian, the McLaren driver, on provisional pole. We have a Haas as Caps, leaving now starting a lap. We have a Williams of Poppy, who is invalid, but now starting a lap. I believe that's Stevie, invalid. Coda again, is he in? He's not doing anything on this run. Looking at Quick Tongue now. He's up by a 10th currently. Which, if he stays at a 10th, will not do much, as he would stay in P15. the line and will stay in P15. Lucas now starts the lap, and that's Luglon into the pits. Gas girl's invalid. Caps 2018 champs up by 7/10 of a second. What can he do through this final corner? Right on the power. 7th DRS, close to the wall. Invalidates, but still improves. And Atmos moves up to P8. And Poppy goes provisional pole. A 14th, I was trying to get to him. And he's on provisional pole. Roy's on outlamp. I believe that's DV. Invalid. AlphaTauri of Quick Tongue. Invalid. Lucas. Invalid. Outlamp. We have an Alpine. Is that Gas Girl? It is Gas Girl. A little slower through Sector 1. Can he get Sector 2 nailed? He can. It's purple Sector 3. Not 3, 2. Where can he find himself in the order currently on this lap? If he keeps it valid, he nailed this final corner. Not really runs wide onto the gravel, but keeps it valid to the line. He's good enough for P8 of 15.8. There's Atmos running off. That won't do anything for him. Caps on in lap. That's Roasty on out. Sessionars. Valid. Happy. On in. Is that Quick Tongue? It is Quick Tongue into the wall. It's not good for him and his chance to have a good run. Let's look at GDG. 9 thousandths down in Sector 1. It goes purple Sector 2, a 10th up on his lap. Can he hold it through 3 though? I believe that's Luglon behind. It is. So Luglon will start a lap. And Coda also on out lap. He's starting a lap soon after. Poppy retired in the pits. And GDG to the line. Good enough for P8. Just ahead of Gas Girl. And speaking of Gas Girl, I believe he's doing another. No, he's going to the pits. AlphaTauri of Quick Tongue is boxing as well. Now the Haas of 28 Caps 2018 champs. On lap, we didn't see a Sector 2 split on his best lap. So what? We're going through this blind. Around the final corner. What can he do to the line? It is a 16.8, good enough for P12. Here comes Brosty to the line. Does not improve. Williams of Hayes starting a lap. McLaren's on out lap. GDG trying to get something. Across the line. Is good enough for P8. Improves just barely though. Alfa Romeo of Blue Blooding. Invalid gonna start our lap. Coda. Only P7. 14 seconds left in the session. I believe Yam might just make it out with Allen just behind, and they will. There's a session over. So these next laps are final. Caps 2018 champs looking to get another time on the board. What will it be? He improves but stays in P12. Now Brosty goes up to P2 of 14.7. Hayes Goes provisional pole of 14.7. Alright, now we have Lucas coming to the line. Lucas in the McLaren, what can he do? He goes P11. Now we have his teammate, Ian, who was on provisional pole earlier. Can he get it back? No, he cannot. The Alfa Romeo of Lou Glodden. Doing a good lap, comes to the line. It will be good enough for P7 of 15.4. Aston Martin is done. Ferrari of GDG. No, it's Schnars. He's pitting. GDG is also pitting. Mercedes of Allen coming to the line. It is provisional pole of 14.6. And I believe that is everybody. So Allen snatches pole at the final second. Just ahead of Hayes and Poppy of Williams 2-3. And Brosty P4 and Ian Lee CV P5 in the McLaren. Not a good day for Aston Martin as they did not set a single lap time as they are sitting P16 and 17. But it'll just be a few moments. That does it for the session. So Yam Clanlier has a 5-place grid penalty in P13. That's Alan B. Crazy on pole, followed by Hayes and Poppy, both in the Williams. We'll be back in just a moment with the formation lap. And it looks like we're now about to get the formation lap underway, and we are. So let's get our information up on the screen. And there we go. It's Allen on pole. Top 10's all on softs. And Brosy's been disqualified immediately. Allen on pole. Hayes P2. Poppy P3 for a nice Williams lockout. Brosty P4 in the Alpine. Ian Lee McLaren. Schnars in the Ferrari. LeBlanc in the Alfa Romeo. Coda in the Red Bull. GG in the Ferrari. Gaskell top 10, I believe, for the first time this season. And he's in the Alpine. Atmos on the softs in the Mercedes P11. Then Lucas Tonini on the mediums for McLaren. Caps 2018 champs. Haas also on the mediums. Quick Tongue on the Alpha Tauri on the softs. Stevie in the mediums with the Aston Martin team, followed by his teammate SRS Manic on the softs for Aston Martin, so they're doing alternate strategies. That guy for Alfa Romeo in the softs today, Yam Clanley, are taking his grid penalty with the incident early on. we'll start on the mediums. Terry, then we had Zavi, who is serving his qualifying ban in the Haas, starts on the softs. And we finish out the grid with Captain Mad Max, also on the softs for Red Bull. So, let's see if Williams could get back to their form from Bahrain. So there's our strategy. I don't trust the first one, but you can do a soft medium. You just gotta extend those mediums out. And the lights are coming on. 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's lights out and away we go. Can the Alpine get a good start? It's the Williams getting a bad start. Poppy and Hayes moving positions. And Ian all the way up in the P3 as the Alpine looking to go off. He is off. Roasty all the way down to P20. Not a good start from him. And Gaskell's up in the P7, so Goods already in the one side of the Alpine garage, while the other side is not happy at all. Williams down to a 2-4, and we have a giant separation of the grid. It's already a 2.5 second gap between Coda and Ian Lee. So top three pulling away, while the rest of the grid is just left behind. Can they catch up? Coda goes off and might have to give up the position to Hayes. He won't give it up, but he'll pass him anyway. So Hayes back into P4, and there's a Ferrari gone off. That's Schnars. Where will he come out? He will come out in P20. Yes, he will. So Ferrari struggling here. P8 and P20. I can say the same for Alpine, P6 and P20. And Allen sets his first fast lap at 20.1. On board with Poppy. Could he get a run down to Allen? Mad Max is already in the pits. I need to get ERS. Mad Max already pitting on lap 1. Otmos gets by GDG pretty easily there. Buglan and Quick Tongue going at it. Buglan gets it into the chicane. And we'll see if Quick Tongue can fight that back. Moving back up, we have a battle, a big battle. That guy in Manic, Aston Martin's looking like Miami, just duking it out with whoever they can. And that guy already has a time penalty of 3 seconds on lap 2. Otmos looks like he made a mistake. He's into the wall. He is into the wall. He's not out of this race. He gets it going again. He's going to be in P19 as Mad Max. Looks like he spun again. Meanwhile, could we have a run down to 2 more, rather? And Poppy at the fast lap at 18.6. We're going to be on board with Ian Lee to see if we can see the move if it happens. Gaskell 18.5. Fast lap of the race. And we'll see if Gaskell can make a move up into the top 5, or maybe even into the podium places. On board with Gaskell now chasing down Coda in the Red Bull. Nice aerial cam view. He won't get it here, but could he make a dive in the chicane? Not chicane, hairpin. I don't think he will. And Otmos now onto the hards. I do not recommend that strategy, but I do not make the strategy calls, just being a commentator. Anyway, GG a 2-second gap to Gaskell. Meanwhile, Hayes has a 2.8-second gap to Ian Lee. So Hayes needs to get a move on to catch up to the top 3, and GDG needs to close up to Gaskell. But he is fighting with Coda and Hayes right now. And yellow flags, that's Lou Glodden. I don't know if he has damage or not, but he spun off. he does have damage. That's not going to help him at all in his fight. And now we will have DRS as Poppy goes to new fast lap of the race, 18-4. And Poppy is into the lead. There's our first lead change of the day. Poppy now leads. Meanwhile, we'll go down to Gas Girl, who's battling Coda and Hayes. And Hayes is going to drop down to P5 as Coda overtakes him. And Gas Girl looking to capitalize on Hayes falling back. And Alan has now just overtaken Poppy. And Alan is back to leading this race once again. Alan is without his teammate today as he had a race ban for causing multiple incidents further back in the field. We did not see those incidents. So Alan trying to pick up some good points for Mercedes as Atmos has not had the greatest day thus far. But it's still a long race. Gaskell trying to chase down Hayes and Kodo. Hayes goes off. Can Gaskell capitalize? Hayes comes back on. Brosey gets a time penalty. We're on board with Gaskell. Can he make a move? Not yet. Gaskell gets his first time penalty of the day. Hopefully not too much more for him. As he's chasing down Hayes, Koda goes to 18-3, a new fastest lap of the race. As Poppy's back in the lead. We will go on board with Alan, as he's done this before. Gas Girl up in the P5, as Koda's down all the way to P6. Looks like Poppy might lead for this lap. Can Gaskell get a move done to Hayes? No, he cannot. Or maybe he can. No, there's contact. And Gaskell down to P6. And Gaskell spun round. As he's down all the way to P8. And going once more. Don't believe he has damage on that Alpine. But that spin did not help him on his run to possibly make a run to finish in the top 5. But yet again, another long race. On board with Ian Lee to watch this battle. The top 2, we have yellow flags. I believe that is Gaskell. Gaskell's cut the chicane. And we have a VSC, as I believe Brosey broke his front wing off entirely. And Gaskell has a 10-second time penalty. And Gaskell is out of the race and is now a full safety car. That might be a word as we just saw him flatline the chicane. Let's try to get him back in here. Commentate. Maybe we can get him in here. It won't bring up the incident, but we'll have another commentator, which is always nice to have. Probably. Some people go on to the mediums, some people go on to softs. And we welcome back into the booth our now co-commentator, Gasker. We're not going to bring up the incident per se, but I have someone to talk to now.
Yeah, no, it's a crazy race. I won't get into what happened. But
Well, we're not going to get into it here, but we do have a safety car and another 3-second time penalty hand out to Atmos. But I mean, Gasker, what are the conditions out there like?
The conditions are good. The track feels great. A lot of
You say that, but we've already had about
there.
5 spins in this race from drivers.
I don't know. I was towards the front. The front was doing pretty good. CSR logged in. One of them lost control. Everybody's slipping and sliding out there.
Yep. But we do have a full safety car now. We've jumbled the order a little bit. Some people have already pitted for a second pair of softs. What are your thoughts on that, Gas Girl?
I think the softs are running out. I think they only make the last, depending on if you qualify, probably 8, 9 laps, and it's pretty slippery out there, so they'll benefit from the medium tire.
Yeah, I think they're planning to do a later pit stop for the medium tires so they can ensure they'll make it to the end, which is not a bad strategy call. And for those drivers who did pit for the softs, they only lost. Ian only dropped 3 positions. Coda only dropped P2. So, I mean, for them, they did a perfectly timed stop.
That guy's dropped 3 positions, now P15.
Yeah, and bad luck also for, it was your teammate, Brosty, had the spin off the start, but he's already back up in the P14, so maybe we can see him move up the grid as he's now onto the medium tires.
That's an amazing drive, and even Alan be crazy. I know he was slipping aside earlier, but he's looking pretty strong.
Oh, Alan's down in P15, I missed that. Alan
Yeah,
was in the top 3, but now it's Williams 1-2 once again.
It's gonna be a crazy start, I'm excited.
It's gonna be a good restart. I would think the Williams won't try anything too crazy. Hayes did win in Bahrain, but I don't think we're going to be seeing team orders this early on in the season, as it's only race 2. If Poppy could win this race, it actually would be a tie on points, I believe.
See, sorry, Hayes, he hasn't pitted yet, but his tires are fading slowly.
Top 5 have yet to pit, so
it's going to be a definite start. I know Lucas Tonio.
He's quick, but I have a feeling, just from the raw pace that we've been seeing, I feel like the Williams might pull away off the start.
I don't know. It's anybody's race driver now. Lucas Tonio
really is
looking pretty good in 3rd place.
And also looking at Allen as well, and Brosty, I feel like they're going to move up the grid. They're going to try and move up pretty quickly, but the question is what the traffic will be like to get through.
That's true. No, it's definitely going to be a fight for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place.
Yeah, that'll be a good battle there between Caps 2018 champs and Devi. But, I mean, McLaren have shown up in this race compared to their last race. So, McLaren's rebounded majorly after Bahrain, sort of like how they're doing this season somewhat.
They're doing good. I think Lanley could have pitted and joined the team on the medium tire and made a nice stint, you know.
Well, Ian Lee did that pit for the soft tires, which I think could also be a good strategy if he plays it right and has no mistakes on the restart.
That's true. I know Coda is looking pretty strong, and he's hungry for a nice podium position today.
Yeah, Coda could definitely fight for it. And I think Ian can also fight for it, but I'm afraid to say I think Lucas might not be able to fight for that right now.
Lucas, he'll have to warm up his tires a little more.
On the mediums, not the preferred strategy to start on the mediums, but having a good race thus far, and I've been wrong before, and I know I'll be wrong again. If you prove me wrong, you get a tip of the hat.
Oh, no, I think you're spot on.
And actually, where's Captain? And safety cars in this lap. Captain Mad Max, meanwhile, is right in front
T19.
of, I believe that's Yam Clan leader. So we'll have blue flags immediately. Allen gets a 3-second time penalty under safety car.
Oh no.
And we're about to get going once again. And we're going to start lap 9 with a restart, and we'll have to see if there's any drama on the restarts. You know there usually is. Meanwhile, waiting on Poppy to go. He should go right around here. And he is. He's going.
He's up.
That's the perfect spot to get the restart. And he's already have 6/10 to his teammate. So a great restart indeed. Hayes now closing up. We'll watch on board with him. But now we'll go out. Good run for the top 3 into the chicane. But what goes on with the rest of the grid? Do we keep it clean? That might be the cleanest restart I've ever seen. Oh my god, that was actually very good. I was not expecting that.
Oh, a lot of people are in the sand.
Oh, people running wide. But no incidents. We like to see that in the commentary booth. Less drama to deal with.
And Coda takes a place, enters 6th position. LBL DB Road falls back to 7. Yeah, family moves from 10th place to 9.
Now Coda gets that battle he was looking for earlier on with Ian Lee. He doesn't have to worry about... Actually, no, Lucas has just overtaken Hayes. He sent it into the final chicane.
That was beautiful.
that I've seen that move
That
happen
was
before,
clean.
sending it really down around the outside, going to the right-left chicane. Because once you send it there, if you're still with him, you have the inside, the better line, going into the left-hander. And Koda gets a
Coda
3-second
picks
time
up,
penalty, so
3 second
that
penalty.
won't help him. But let's see if Hayes can make a run. Remember, we don't get DRS till lap 11, but since there's only one DRS zone, we won't get it till really lap 12.
Coda,
Oh, and
takes
Lucas
it.
spins
He's,
off! And there's damage, no front wing for
Coda
Lucas.
falls back to
He had it. He had that race going right where he wanted, and is now
no.
blocking his teammate a little bit with that no front wing.
I think he might have for the front wing damage, yeah.
No front wing at all.
Huh.
And now
Gonna
he's
be a
sort of
rough
playing a
one
little bit of a
next
team game unintentionally. As he's holding the Ferrari up, it's now a 2-second gap to Ian Lee from GDG. And Ian, having to slow down for his teammate, has a 1.7-second gap to Hayes. As Poppy's just pulling away in the clean air. I will say,
Looks
this
like
season, the
Lucas
Williams
Tonio
look
struggling.
mighty.
The
And
Williams is
Quick Tongue
probably
gets a
not strong
time
so
penalty.
far.
Say again?
Lucas Tonio struggling through the chicane.
Yep.
Off the track.
Just having to make it back to the pits with that broken front wing, which is not an easy task around Imola. It makes it a million times harder to do and stay on track. As Poppy is boxed. I did not expect that. I'm assuming he's going on to the mediums to the end. But I did not expect that strategy call to happen then. He's going on to the mediums.
Lucas is boxing also. He is going on to the
Oh,
hards.
yeah. I would have gone to the mediums. That's a mistake in my opinion. But he did also go on mediums before, so I can see why.
Yeah, he's not going to pick up any good positions in that, and he loses out on lots of time going through the pit.
But now look at this. Ian Lee right onto the diffuser of CSR Hayes. If he can stay right where he is, he'll be able to have that move into turn 2 without question.
CSR Hayes keeping managing his tires. Doing a great
If I'm
job so
CSR
far.
Hayes, I'm not pitting until about lap 13 or 14 with that safety car. You're able to save those softs a little bit.
That's
Go
gonna be a
long,
rough
and he gets a
strategy.
time penalty!
Oh no.
Now we want to see, and we have yellow flags. Who is that? Is that Koda? No, that is Captain Mad Max. He has gone off. We'll head back up to the battle for the lead. I think Ian's got this done. He's right where he wants to be. He's going to have DRS. It's wide open now.
Oh, he's gonna
And-
overtake, no problem.
No issues at all, as he's well in front. And Mad Max is out of this race.
Oh no.
Is that a safety car? Oh, it looks like he just retired on track. So we'll have nothing, I believe. But now, I think it's the first time a McLaren's led all season. So,
Yeah,
there's an
Lee's taking
achievement
it
in its own
good.
right.
He's looking good through turn 3.
He's looking good and is pulling away from Hayes, which we've not seen
Hayes is
much
struggling
of
on the
people
tires.
doing this season. Yeah, Hayes on
Hayes.
old softs. He might come in now, which I wouldn't blame him. 11-lap old softs that he qualified on. Yikes.
Very true. GDG 101, he's struggling as well on the soft tire.
Quickton gets another penalty. Let's look right now at the leader, who's a second back. So realistically, Hayes is going to come out right behind his teammate, CSR Poppy, and he'll be in P16. I believe he's coming into the pits. He's not.
He's out.
Interesting. And Ian Lee of 17.9, the first lap into the 17s in this race. But Hayes is just too far back.
Yeah, Hayes can't catch him.
And yellow flags. We have an incident between Lucas and Lugladen. Both on the hards. Is there any damage? I can't see any.
I can't see as well.
No, Lugladen looks good and Lucas looks fine. Don't know what happened there, but an incident nonetheless. But meanwhile, we're going to go down to this. We have a giant battle from P8 all the way up to P4.
Yeah, it looks pretty intense. Yan Clan leaders right in the middle of it along with Camp's 2018 champs.
And the
They're
Mercedes also
looking...
want to get involved there in P9, P10. This could be a giant battle of the midfield. And Allen, we know, is trying to get back up into the front as where he was when he qualified on pole.
Man, Clan leader, pretty
23 Champs
it
has a
place.
terrible chicane there. Ran the curb on the
Lost
inside on
place
the
to
left
chicane.
hand. Luke Glon in a time penalty. And now the Mercedes are in this battle. This battle goes all the way down to P10 now.
Oh,
And
yeah.
20 Champs loses out there and is down to P10 as Broski, Allen, and Atmos all move up. And it looks like they might try all to get by the Alpine. Looking
Champs
at
2018
Allen
struggling. Yeah. Needs to mess with
struggling
his
on
brake
those
bias a little
old
bit.
mediums. And Poppy goes fastest. The mediums are coming into play, I would say. And Hayes needs to box now if he wants any chance of being right with his teammate.
I think Ian, they could run away with this first place for a while.
Ian, but we do know he does need to box again. So the question is, what kind of gap can he build to the rest of the field before having the pit?
That's the question, trying to undercut the other team, huh?
Really, he's playing the giant overcut game because he's already pit once. And he's waiting to see what he can do. With just pace alone, he's doing great. And Hayes is in. Hayes is in the pits. G moves up to P2 and DB now in the P3. He will start moving up places. Where will he be to his teammate? I believe I see the mediums. I do see the medium compound tires. Those will go to the end for sure. He is out of the box. Now still a long run till he can take off that limiter. And with DB also pitting, that's going to help out the Williams as Poppy's P12 and Hayes is P13. Not too far away from the points.
Not too far. There's still a chance to get back in the race.
And Quick Tongue actually runs off the track there, so Coda might have a run at the Alpha Tauri. And he will into the chicane around the outside. A little switchback, maybe no. Quick Tongue covers it off. But Coda on the exit, can he get it? Yes, he can. Quick Tongue, great defense through the hairpin, but not enough to defend on the straight.
Oh,
and there goes Coda! He just lost it into the uphill right before even turning for the uphill right. It just kicked. And there he goes again.
Oh no.
And Coda's not going to be too happy with that one. Back up to the front where we have our giant battle as Ian Lee is into the pits. No, that's not Ian Lee, sorry.
Oh, Coda lost.
That's Lucas.
Poor Coda.
Coda not having a good time.
Really
Meanwhile,
struggling.
Alan Be Crazy is already up in the P6 and Brosty is now back to where he started the race.
Oh no, yeah, Clan leader's right on LVO Brosty.
Well, Brosty did just overtook him, apologies. I can't speak today.
He wants that position back badly.
He got it back, and now chasing down the Ferrari of Schnars. Could move up into the podium places. He has the pace for it. But the one thing that's got him probably a little bit worried is the Mercedes moving up the grid quickly, and the Williams are already back in the points. I say points. Poppy's in the points. Hayes is right now P11 trying to close up to that guy, the Alfa Romeo in P10, as Brosy gets a time penalty.
Oh god.
And Coda retired in the pit lane, so that's not going to be a safety car. But Lucas now up to P17 will benefit from that. And we're going to go on board with Alan Be Crazy as he's going to chase down Yam Clan leader, and he should get by, I would think. He's going to have to push for it. He might have to send it. He did it side by side, and he got it. P5 for Alan B. Crazy working back up through the grid, and Hayes is now in to P10. So Williams back into the points. Luke
I
Long
think
gets
that was
another
really smart of
3
Yank
seconds.
Cam leader.
I mean, you can't really fight that once you're on the far inside
No.
into that right-hander in the chicane. You have to back out or you're going to force an incident.
Exactly.
But now we have a nice battle for P3 as it's Brosty, Schnars, and Alan B. Crazy getting into it now. And Alan has shown his pace in qualifying and looking to show it in the race as well. As I believe he'll chase down and pass both of these drivers in a few laps. And right now for Ian Lee, we'll pull up the gaps. Right now, he's looking to come out right around where Hayes is. And GDD just pit. So he'll have a gap to the Ferrari, so looking to come out around P10.
Ian is doing well managing his tires, but those things might be ready to explode.
And Yam Planlier's in the pits. So Williams are now P7 and P8. So great from the Williams. Let's pull up our time penalties. Brosty has 6, Allen with 3, Opmus with 6, Hayes with 3, that guy with 6, Quick Tongue 6, LeBlanc 6, and Lucas with 3. Lots of penalties already out on the board. Hopefully we don't get 2 more. Makes it a little confusing when trying to tell who's where. But Brosty doing a nice job on these mediums to keep Allen and Schnars behind. Schnars is now out of DRS ranks, and Allen has fallen back on Brosty, but is closed in on Schnars.
Yeah, I'm
Here
on
comes
board
the
with
protection
Lucas
zone.
Tonyo from
Schnars, can he get it? Yes, he can. He actually got himself back into DRS, and Ian's in the pits. Hold everything. Onto the mediums. Let's go to Hayes. Because this is where we think he's been coming out around. On board with Hayes. We still see on the map
pits.
Ian is in the pits. Almost did pit. So Hayes moves up a spot. Where's Ian? Ian is out of the pits ahead of Hayes. So he split the Williams, but could not get ahead of Poppy, which we did not expect. So great job for Ian on that second stint. He will be going to the time penalty for Caps 2018 champs, but he'll be going to the end for sure on those memes. Same with the Williams drivers. But everyone ahead of, now really ahead of Ian, besides Poppy, will have to pit again. As 2018 champs has already been passed by Poppy as he's marching his way up to the front, which he's shown some mighty pace in this race besides the early pit stop.
Yes, he has. He just needs to stay off those those curves because he's picking
You just
up
gotta
time
stay
penalties.
on the track, avoid track limits.
Exactly.
Because that's what caught out his teammate Hayes, who I believe is now going to pass 2018 champs. As champs goes wide and sets up Hayes for an easy overtake on the inside.
Chaps is boxing again.
Oh yeah, he has to. 18 lap old mediums. Those were kind of dead. I believe he's going to go on to softs till the end. Yep.
That would be a hard strategy.
Not necessarily fresh softs. But we'll see.
If he messes with his brake bias a little better, he might stay on the track.
Meanwhile, we do have Schnars chasing down Allen, who's in P2. They're lapping Manic right now.
Bond's right behind Alan being crazy. He's hungry.
Yeah, Brosty's leading this race. But Brosty knows he can't take these tires another 12 laps.
As long as Snark 21 keeps his cool, he could take the lead with all those time penalties.
Yeah. top 3 will need to pit again. Those mediums will not last their 12 laps, but they'll all be able to go to soft, so they will be one of the fastest drivers on the track with pace alone. And Ian Lee is 17.6 a new fastest lap on those mediums. We'll see what he can do in the McLaren as he's trying to chase down CSR Poppy. Meanwhile, Hayes is trying to chase him down. Williams on for another great result.
It looks that way. They're both strong drivers.
Which, after race 1, I deemed them as favorites to win championship and in both championships, actually. But the way they showed in Bahrain, I don't see how they really couldn't of that performance if they could hold it together. And right now, looking on for a 1-3 right now, which is another great result for the team. And I believe that would put Poppy leading the championship as Brosty's been passed by Allen. We knew it was going to happen, but Allen's going to the pits.
What happened there?
Well, no, he has to do a pit stop, but I would think if he was pitting, he would not have done that move. He's going out to the hards? Okay, there's a strategy error there from Mercedes. That was not the strategy there. Alright, so Allen, by strategy, got his race ruined. So sadly, I think Allen is out of contention to finish in the top 3 unless we get another safety car.
Yeah, I agree. That tire strategy is out of this world.
Yeah. But doesn't necessarily put out Schnars or Brosty if they can get the strategy right. Cabs 20 champs does pass Quick Tongue, move up into P12. That guy gets another time penalty. We have a lot of time penalties on the board. But this is one of those tracks where track limits can be a major pain.
It can be a major pain.
But let's see if Brosty ends up going to the pits. We will move actually down to Ian Lee as he's chasing down CSR Pappy. He's only 6 tenths back. If he can close him to about 5, he might have a shot to make a move into turn 2. Schnars is in the pits.
He's coming up quickly to Ian Lee.
He's trying. He's actually fallen down 2 seconds the last few laps here. But now
and Ian Lee
Williams
has the DRS.
2-4 right now for Williams. Ian Lee thought about the move. I thought he was going to get it done, but backed out of it.
Yeah, no, you have to commit sometimes.
Yeah, you do. But if Ian can try to stay close to CSR Poppy, I think he's got the move done going to the next lap. But the problem is, he's fallen back already half a second through Sector 1, but is closing out massively through Sector 2, and Allen gets a time penalty.
Brosty has taken a massive lead off the CSR Poppy.
But that's not enough for a pit stop, though, so that's going to screw him a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
The real question is, can he get out ahead of Allen as Ian Lee runs very wide out of the chicane? I don't have Xbox Live anymore, apparently. But we will try to get rejoined here. We're already joining back. Don't know what happened there, but failed to join. Let's try it again.
Lucas Tonio getting constant blue flags. And now the old devil goes off.
I'm back. Alright, we are going back to spectate. Apologies, folks, for that error. You saw my game just said you don't have Xbox Live, apparently. Oh, Gasco, you apparently just retired from the race.
Oh wow, I've been DNF for like ages.
I was expecting like, oh, well, you know, stuff happened there. But we'll get intervals back. We are back here to watch the end of this race. But will Brosty come into the pits? I think he might come in now. Soft would be great for 8 laps. You know that.
That'll be smooth sailing. That'll be smooth sailing.
He won't have to worry. He's staying out. Is he going to try to extend this?
I think he doesn't want to fall down the grid. He knows CS Poppy right on his heels.
Well, the question is, once we get gaps, I'll be able to tell you. Where he would fall. Quick tongue is another penalty. I think he would come out right around where Hayes and GDG are. No? Alan, maybe? No. He would actually split between Schnars and Yam Clan Leader. As Schnars actually goes fast lap, a 17-1. So, with Schnars, who was behind him, that doesn't help him. So his only hope is to stay out or be stuck in traffic behind a guy who was going slower than him on the mediums.
Yeah, I think he's going to the end on those tires.
Which they will be dead. Which that's where I think soon we're going to start seeing Poppy, Ian, Hayes, and GDG all start to close up onto the Alpine. And Allen's ahead of Hayes. I guess people are disconnecting. Having a great thing of Codemasters and EA not having a lobby done correctly where you get kicked out every 5 minutes. Schnars gets past Hayes, who's still an AI. Unfortunate for him. Ian Lee has rejoined, and I think his race is pretty much over.
There's a fight between Chaps and Atmos. Chaps passes Atmos.
Yep, Caps 2018 champs back into the points. And Hayes is pitted. Hayes, if he rejoins, won't like that decision. As he's going to be out of the points. And I think the gap might be too far for him to get anything done. Yeah, it's not looking too good. I mean, coming out P13, not a bad position by any means. But I think it's a bit much to get back. But Allen's actually doing a lot better than I thought on the hards. Oh, we had yellow flags. Atmos has spun. So one Mercedes is doing good, one is not. No damage on the Mercedes, luckily, as we have Allen now ahead of Ian Lee. Allen is, like I said, he's doing a lot better than I was expecting on those hard compound tires. But he may catch up to GDG, but I don't think he's winning this race. I don't see that. Pull up penalties real quick. 6 seconds for Brosty. I don't know what Poppy's gap is currently, but he might be close to getting it. Schnars does get ahead of Ian Lee, and Yam Clan Leader is about 10 seconds back to him. Has Hayes rejoined us? Nope. Falling on the order some more. Yellow flags. That's a Ferrari. That's GDG.
Oh, no.
Allen is on to the podium. Repeat, Allen is on the podium with the hard compound tires, which I didn't think he was going to be doing. Atmos is out of the race. That might be a safety car. It is a safety car.
It is a safety car.
And Brosty just passed the pits. Alright, I think Poppy's boxing. Yeah, that is a very smart move by Poppy. I think everyone has been boxing for softs.
That'd be very smart to box right now.
Brosty is not going to get that chance because the safety car already collected him.
Shiraz stays out. Ian Lee stays out.
Schnars was definitely staying out. He was already on softs. Ian Lee staying out. I don't agree with that decision. But like I said earlier, I don't make decisions for teams. And Poppy does get ahead of GDG. So GDG did not get that job done. He can make a move. I don't know why he was looking at a move on the inside there. But Poppy only has to pass 3 cars for a potential race win. And I think the toughest one that's going to be is, I really think it's Schnars, who's also on the soft. So he's going to be doing about the same, tire-wise, they're going to be doing about the same pace. Mediums will be much slower, about a full second now. Compared, Rosie's probably about 2 seconds slower off tires alone. And Ian Lee's be about a second. Hayes has rejoined us now. He's not in a great spot. Hayes, sorry about that. I can't really. The game screwed me. The game screwed me. That's all I gotta say about that. So I apologize. But it's early on in the season. We still have another 8 races to go after this, so there's plenty of time for you to still get back up there in championship. If Max Verstappen can win a championship when crashing out 4 times, you can win a championship after not scoring points 1 time. Well, actually, no, he might still score points, but I don't think he's getting top 5 though.
No, not at all.
I maybe P6, maybe. Intervals. I like them, but they're gone. But the problem is, Cap's 22 champion does need to get a move on, as Quick Tongue is boxing a bit late to box. Manic's not here, neither is Zabi. Lucas, unfortunate, he won't really get anything done though. Maybe, and he's still lapped.
Yeah, Lucas telling you his race is done.
Him, Zavi, and Manic are all lapped.
He was looking so strong earlier.
And the guy ahead of him, Quick Tongue, he's just come out of the pits, and he's still ahead of them. So,
Well, the safety car won't be in on this lap.
We should be going. Well, we might go this lap. It depends. Well, we're on board Brosy watching the safety car. He's weaving a bit, making me have a headache.
Really warming up those tires.
Well, he's on 22 lap old mediums. Surprised they made it this far to begin with.
Shiraz's on the soft compound tire, and he's itching just to go.
I think the best suited person right now, I gotta say, is Poppy on the brand new softs.
I agree.
Well, are we going? I don't think we're going in this lap. I believe we'll be having 2 laps of racing.
This is going to be definitely exciting.
Poppy's going to have some serious work to do if he wants to get it done, because we'll have no DRS.
Quick Tongue is still trying to catch up to the group.
Yep. It would have been enabled on 33 if we kept going. But we don't have 33 laps, and really, with DRS, you would only get it for about a kink on a straight, which you can't get a move done.
Yeah, no, that'd be extremely difficult.
You would have to be, probably, a few thousandths away to have a chance of getting the move done when DRS began.
Alright, I think we're going on this lap.
It'd be better, otherwise it's going to be 1 lap of racing, and we're not going to have much going on. Alright, onboard Brosty will also pull up telemetry, so we get to see when he is going. I believe everyone's recharged their batteries. Yeah, everyone has a full battery, which will also make it interesting because everyone will be equal on the restart. Alright, safety car. Into the pits. Come on. Into the pits. Please. Yes! 2 laps of racing.
Is in this lap.
Now these would be, now we're looking at like a 5-lapper lobby. Aggressive moves.
This is definitely going to be interesting. 2 laps to go in this race.
Oh.
Rosie, Shiraz, Ian Lee, CSR, Poppy.
Brosty might be able to escape. This is now surviving for Brosty. This is now survival. The safety car's not in yet. He's not going yet.
Oh, no.
He's going now. He had to wait to the pit lane. And Ian Lee is already in the P2. On board Poppy. Can he make a move on Ian Lee? He's looking at it. He's thinking about it. Ooh. He's gonna do it! And he's got it!
Oh my goodness. That was close.
That's 1 down for Poppy. As Lugan gets another time penalty. Right now, Poppy's on for P2 if Brosty's 6 seconds of penalty. Schnars has a penalty. Poppy's on for the win right now. And he's sending it. He doesn't need to send it. But he's doing it anyway, and it's in the P2. And Ian Lee is now into P3. And has P3. So Poppy right now on for the win with Brosty's 6 seconds of penalties. But I think he'll want it on track as well, as I would. Forget penalties, I want this fair. On Brosty goes a little bit wide on those old mediums. And Brosty has to defend. Poppy right now has it. Still side by side. And Poppy leads. They both ran wide.
Oh, the other Brosty, those tires are just too hot.
Well, forget too hot. Those tires are dead.
Schnars making a move on Ian Lee, makes the move in 3rd place.
Those tires are just dead at that point. But Schnars is in the P3. And Ian Lee with a dive!
Oh. Little bump, but not so bad.
We have yellow flags. That's Hayes! Hayes has spun! No! Williams!
Oh,
no. It was looking so good for double points.
He was looking pretty good.
And Allen losing a position, pushing the Ferrari a little bit.
Lucas and Tanya getting blue flags.
Yeah.
He's just ignoring them.
It's off the track too.
Dangerous driving.
Well, not really dangerous driving when you're getting ghosted, so. But now let's go back to the leader.
Oh, there's connection.
Yellow flags, it's Allen!
The back of Landley.
No, but to the leader, it's Poppy. He's gone through a lot in this race, but it's all for everything. As he wins, and Imola with the fastest lap.
Ooh.
Ian Lee P2, GG P3 with a Ferrari on the podium. Yam Clan leader P4. Actually, let's look at positions real quick. Well, we won't look at positions now, actually, because it didn't let me. Alright, well, that was a race and a half.
Wow, that was
Who does the game pick as driver of the day? Yam Clan leader. I personally tend to disagree, because Well, hold on. Let me see this. Let me see all this first. I tend to agree, actually, because he clawed up 14 positions. But I mean, wow. There you have it. GG only missing out on P2 by 0.2 of a second.
Man.
And P14 was lapped all the way down to P16 as we had forward DNFs. But there you have it. What a race. And Poppy picking up both the fastest lap and the race win. Which I don't know if that gives him the leading championship. Let me see real quick.
18th place all the way to 4th place for the drive.
It was a drive indeed. Standings, let's take a look. Yeah, we have a new championship leader.
CSR Poppy, congratulations.
Congrats to him, and Williams, I believe, extend their championship lead. And constructors, so another good race for Williams. Really unfortunate for Oh, words.
See, sorry,
Hayes
Hayes.
actually
That
scored
would be
points, so
crazy.
not really bad for them. But Mercedes really laying a goose egg with P13 and P17. So Williams are going to take a massive advantage going into Portimao next week, and that's where we leave you. Tomorrow, Tier 1. This weekend, European. Both at Imola. So we'll see how they go.